I'm becoming very poetic on this show today. But here's the myth, the legend, the one and only AJEBUTTER 22.
Yeah, what's good? Yeah. I beg, I'm a legend, but I'm not me too. I beg.
No,
in case anybody wants to dash me money, they will just say I'm meet. Maybe they know they see me. I did.
AJEBUTTER, you're welcome. I hope Lagos they treat you well, man.
I'm good, Ebuka. I'm good.
Amazing. And definitely he's not alone, of course. I'm not alone. Also, we're here with the man. Since they don't talk to him, I know they call them myth. The legend himself. We call him BOJ. Let's go, Lagos. Applaud, say.
What's going on?
And we're good. See the energy, AJEBUTTER. Give me just very, very, give me vibes. Just cool everything down.
That's my P-mail.
And wow.
I'm very chilled. I
Listen,
don't like
like this. I go to talk like this.
Yes,
all right, Lagos, we're here. Anyway, Lagos, of course, if you hear their voices anytime from now, I'll be asking them a couple of questions because they have a new EP out.
Yeah.
Man, it's a beautiful one. Don't worry, I'll let you know the name. If you're not caught up on the latest work, I don't know what you've been doing all along because trust me, it's amazing. 5 songs there, and you'll be hearing from them pretty soon. Well, let's go pay bills, Lagos, because this bills pay us. And when we come back, we'll listen to a song from that track, 42, BOJ and AJEBUTTER 22. And when we come back from that song, we'll be having a conversation with them. Stay tuned, Lagos. It's a lunchtime show. We'll be right back. Don't worry, it's not a crime to dance. If you're dancing to that song, you're dancing to great music. Lagos, we're back here at the lunchtime show on 92.3 Inspiration FM. Of course, we are your number one family radio station. Of course, we have introduced the 2 amazing artists that we have in the studio. A bromance, let me be a bit poetic now. A bromance that started in the early 2000s all the way down to 2024. I did you laugh? It's in the upper. AJEBUTTER 22 and BOJ in the building, Lagos. Whew, how are you doing?
Chilling, man. Chilling.
So first of all, the question is obvious. What has sustained this bromance? I need to ask this. What has sustained this bromance? All the way from Omo Pastor. Oh no, what has sustained this?
Like I know you have guys now, like they're your guys and I just your guys.
Some of them, I know they follow them talk again.
But like your guys are correct guys and I still talk to them and you still like vibe with them. So that's just how it is. There's nothing special that you have to do or whatever. It's just like that your guys are correct guys and you move with them.
So it's more like you knew each other before the whole music thing started.
No, actually.
But we had a lot of like friends. Yeah, we had a lot of mutual friends, but we didn't know each other.
Okay. Yeah. So it was more like the song that brought you all together. I'm a pastor and then the other one.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And I knew every other person in DRB before I knew BOJ. Like I knew TZ, I knew Fresh before I knew him. So it's more like something just connected the both of you together and then you just stuck on that ride.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful one. That's a beautiful one. You're welcome. Lagos, that's the voice of AJEBUTTER 22 and of course the chill man himself, BOJ. They're here because their new EP's out. Making no cost fights. Making no cost fights. Let's talk about the song. Before I know that we'll talk about the journey, but I mean Lagos knows your journey. We started all the way back. It's been a long ride all along. But the first thing I want to ask is, I think I'm going to direct a question first of all to BOJ. I think I'll do it alphabetically. It's AB. So we'll start from A. We'll start from A. AJEBUTTER 22. Let's talk about it. Your time in the industry. Yeah. Of course, you are just getting started. Let's just be honest. You've been there, but I feel like you have more.
Started.
So when I say you're just getting started, they've never seen everything.
Getting started.
So you get what I'm saying. You get the vibe I'm bringing. So, but what has been your major drive? We know that you make good music. I don't think you're a stranger anymore. Yeah.
My major drive is just when I have things to say, because for me, I approach making music from a point of just like. It's a release, so it's like I just have this energy inside me that I just want to say something. Like especially when I want to make an album or something, like I just have some things that I'm just observing. I just feel like I just want to talk about this period. I feel like I should just start learning about this thing, and then from there I'll then get into the process of making an album. So that's what sustains me. I feel like when I don't have anything to say again,
you'll just not say
I'll just stop it. Yeah. That's it.
That's a very funny way of saying it.
I swear, if I don't have anything to say again, if it's not shocking me to like write something, and that's how like I gauge. Like if it's shocking me to keep writing, or like I have a concept or an idea that I want to get into, then that's what drives me to make music.
Amazing. Let's hear from BOJ. BOJ, what is that thing that drives you? Yeah.
What drives me? I'll say like deep passion for creating music. From the first time I made music, I found that it was something I knew how to do. There wasn't that many things I knew how to do properly, and the way it made people feel. So I guess that passion for creating just became my major drive for making music, or
that's
for
really
choosing this line.
beautiful. That's really beautiful.
Yeah.
And I think the most amazing thing is that it's been able to sustain your, through this number of years where, the fact that you can even sit back and say, you know what, I want to rest now. When you come back, people still know, nah, 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 22 and BOJ be that, nah, then
but as time went on, the drive changes. Do you understand? There are different things that happen in your life that will now even add to the fire. Do you understand what I'm saying? So so as I grew as well, apart from just the passion, there's okay, damn, you can make money from this stuff as well.
The business side of
When they see bread now, one or two things, they change your thinking.
Message go change. It's no longer about my pastor anymore, man. We know they move.
Then you can enter a relationship too, then you have a new focus. Do you understand? Because now you're not thinking of just yourself, you're thinking about someone else too. So it's
very true.
So everything changes as time goes on.
Very true. What a way to just begin the show on this time. I mean, it's for me it's an amazing day. When he told me that, we're having 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 on 22 and BOJ on the show, I was like, okay, that's a great one. And now you're out with this new EP, Making No Cost Fight. Let's talk about it. So the title Making No Cost Fight, where was it born from?
I'll let BOJ take this one.
You guys and bring the name, Abi?
I just took this question at the last interview as
well. To be honest, I can start from where the name came from. To be honest, I suggested the name, but I suggested it based on he used to say Making No Cost Fight all the time. Just in passing.
Making no for cost fight.
Yes, exactly. People are trying to decide something. So, okay, just take this one. Making no cost fight type situation. Then there was a time when he dropped his album. I wasn't on it. After I'm passed on all this, he dropped his album. I wasn't on it. I now dropped my album. He wasn't on it.
I don't understand. Was it more like? Was it? I don't understand. There was no beef at the time?
No. First of all, because we're so close that when we're linking up, music is not even one of the first top 5 things that we're talking about. Wow. First of all, so that's just what happened. So we just saw that he wasn't on my album, I wasn't on his album. Fans now started asking what you just asked, are you guys fighting? Why are you guys not on this? So we're now you know what? Let's now do a project, Making No Cost Fight.
I know. I saw what you did there. I saw what you did there. So now coming out like this, I feel like the only very obvious question on my mind is, the industry moves in a very funny way. And while I can admit that, of course, you all have made a huge impact in the music industry. I remember, I'm going to take your mind back to my past. I don't know why it matters to me. First of all, because I'm a pastor's child. So it was very personal to me when I heard that song. I was like, what are they trying to do? What are they trying to do? So, the sound then was different. But I would ask you, 𝐻𝐻𝐻𝐻 22, the change and the trend in the industry, do you feel like, of course, there's been a huge change, but has it been for the positive or for the negative? Do you feel like when you came out with music first, we felt the drive there, we felt these people wanted to say something, you wanted to say something. Do you feel like that has taken a turn for the worse or for the better?
Well, in the music industry in general, what people say
in general,
I think it has taken it the way for the better. The quality of music now is ridiculous, bro. The quality of writing, quality of artistry, the intentionality behind what people are doing. I'm not keeping 100 with you. When I came into the industry, making albums, a lot of people, they were a small percentage of people that were making mad albums, that were making very high quality music, really taking the time to be intentional about the writing and the lyrics, even in pop songs. But if you listen to Rema's EP now, you listen to even what's this? I think it's Crayon that dropped a project as well. But I think this year.
Yeah.
Was it? It's Crayon, and I remember just listening to it and I'm like, guy, the writing is crazy.
It's more there's a lot of competition now there.
The competition is there, and even the way they go about it. Even if you listen to Ashake's music as well, you can tell that this is not something that
is
rushed or didn't come with intention, didn't come with direction. Do you get? So I feel like now we're in a way better place. Yeah.
Now that's great. So, BOJ, I mean, coming to you, I think I'll bring the same question back to you. You've been around for the longest time. You've seen the industry grow. You've seen people come up, people go down. What is the one thing that you feel like helps an artist sustain their sound? Because from listening to 42, I mean, we're going to talk about that song right away. That's one of the songs I actually love on the project. Coming from it, how do you feel like an artist would be able to sustain, their style of music? Their sound.
I'll say that. What would help you sustain your style of music and your sound is, well, musically is keeping the same elements of like the first people that like, I don't know, you started building with, if you're trying to keep the same sound. Do you understand? But I'll say what sustains an artist, is their fan base. If you build a fan base, because they'll stick with you no matter what. Do you understand? So that's how you sustain an artist. In terms of sustaining sound, I feel like it's about who you're working with musically. You feel
that's
me?
deep.
Like producers, instrumentalists, songwriters, all that.
That's really great to hear. So now coming to the song, we started with the first one, 42. Let's talk about it. Who wrote that one? Was it a combination of the both of you, or one person wrote it and brought it up?
It was a combination.
It was a combination. The chorus we had Tim Lyon studio as well.
Okay, that's great.
So,
so now coming to the production of the whole thing, how long did it take you to come up with the song entirely?
I think everything was done that day. Have we?
The whole song, 42.
42. I think
42 was actually one of the quickest ones.
Was that more like a real life experience, or you were just trying to say something around, or is anybody 42 that you wanted to say, this person Orange 42, we could use
no.
What was the inspiration behind it?
It's like
so 42 is like 1942 Don Julio, like the drink. So it's like messed up off drinking 42. So on the first Making No Cause Fight, the first song was called 24, and then we were like on the come up. We were like, but it was like I'm 24, about like how we're just trying to get it, how we're trying to make it, and now on this project, like Full Circle, this was also the first song, and I think like the first song that we made as well. And it's 42, and it's like, okay, now we're like on a different level, like we've gone to another level. So it's like I'm off that 42. If you mess up, you go chop it 42. Boys are running 19, but we dey pop 42. I like, even like when I come on the song, I'm like, oh, miracle no dey tire Jesus, Amazon no dey tire Jesus. Just basically saying that like we're now on like a different level. You get from then. So that's like why 42, and that's like the origin and the
I beg you to spirits not the day for they write all these kind of things, because that's so witty. I mean, we've always known that you all are very witty when it comes to your songs. It's not just like you sit down and you're trying to write something. First of all, who inspired you to start writing this way?
Me?
Yeah.
Who inspired me to start writing this way? Honestly, like guys like Mode 9. From that year, like Monan had like Monan had like the punches. He has like he's the king of punchlines, like the deepest, hardest.
He's like he has a different.
I just didn't know he.
Monan was my goat.
Who are you thinking it was?
There's also like guys like Wayne, like Lil Wayne.
I like Drake.
I think I see it. I think I see it. All right, of course. That sounds like a very like an emergency, answer. So let's go listen to the song "Emergency" BOJ AJEBUTTER 22 from the body of work, the EP, Making No Cause Fights. We'll be right back, Lagos. Stay tuned. We're back talking about their collaboration. But before that, I don't want you to forget this, that they both have, things that they've done in 2023. I know we're running off the year, but we talk about BOJ released an album. There's a Bagada Express in June. I mean, how's it doing at reception, everything?
Good, man. I dropped the first part of Bagada Express last year. And then the second part, I dropped it this year. actually won the headache for best alternative
That's exactly
album
what
as
we're
well.
talking about. I just needed to mention that one there. Say it. You deserve your flowers. Say it.
Yeah, so that's what time we're on, man.
And also, AJEBUTTER 22.
Yeah.
You two, you're out with something beautiful. Soundtrack to the Good Life.
Yeah, man. Soundtrack to the Good Life came out in January. Yeah.
So reception, I mean, your fans have been going crazy over it.
Yeah, man. For me, like, it's very different. I did exactly what I wanted to do, and it's very different from the album I dropped before, which was What Happens in Lagos. Yeah, so I really just enjoyed the process of making it, putting it out, and maybe my second favorite album I've done, but I really like it.
Are you sure that your fans will not have a different,
That's their problem. That's their problem.
So yeah, I mean, we talk about the work, your collaboration together. Let's talk about the producers on this body of work. Who are the people that worked on it with you?
Spax,
yeah,
𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐒𝐿.
Yep.
Or just the both of them?
Yeah, Spax is the producer, and then 𝐈𝐍𝐻𝐒𝐿 is a guitarist.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful.
And then there was also the saxophonist. I can't remember his name now. Damn.
The guy that played this one. Please, you have to remember, that guy is
He's
good.
incredible.
Woof.
Yeah.
I just feel like playing that song again, to be honest. If not that I have other ones that I want to enjoy for this work now. So, like us, you're still listening to AJEBUTTER 22 and BOJ. Of course, they're out with something fantastic. Make it no cost fight. They're telling you, make it no cost fight. Make no go listen to her now, because if it cost fight too, make go listen to her more. Make sure you listen to it. So we'll listen to something else. This one is Sweet Life. We're gonna be just taking it, one song after the other, so you feel it, so that when you go back and you take up your phone, you'll be like, nah, I'm going to stream it. I'm going to add to the numbers, make it happen. But before then, music videos to any of the songs. Which one are we getting? Are we getting anyone this year?
So we already have for 42, we have for Sweet Life, and we have for Rora.
Oh, this one's out already.
Yeah, they're out already. And 3 out of 5, I feel like we have tried. But I personally like us to do something for Emergency as well. I don't know how it's gonna happen, but I'd like for it to happen.
I mean, well, anyway, let's
that
go.
one and all the jams, to be fair.
And because funny enough, these songs are just amazing. And you know what? I think I'm just putting my ears down to hear something that maybe like it's gonna be very because everything you begin me so. It's more like I picture myself this way. I'm driving in one kind of all those cars I used to bounce that the Black Americans like is like this, and I'm playing this song. This I'm about to listen to now is Sweet Life, BOJ and AJEBUTTER 22 off the body of work. Make it no cost fight. We'll be right back. Enjoy yourself. Don't worry. I'm taking the songs one after the other, so you know what you're getting. Huh? You're getting more for what you paid for. Deep waters for the song, believe you me. I mean deep waters for the song. First of all,
Deep Waters,
who was the first? Right.
Right. That's about it, but then
who came up with the name? So that is the person that will flog now. Who came up with the name?
The name. So like at the last radio station we asked, but I was saying it that like most of the songs, we literally just call them the first thing that you hear.
Yeah, just like.
So it wasn't more like
it wasn't like
we sat down and we thought about this.
So it was like, we didn't really think about it that much. This 42, that's of that 42. I know the one I mean there like emergency.
Emergency.
What's this one? Street This one's called this one Sweet Life.
That's
Life.
Oh come on!
That's it.
I beg.
Makes you think up.
You know the funny thing, at first I was here thinking that because you know how the songs it sounds like you all intentionally arranged the songs from the first one to the last. It's more like
arranged.
Like one thing is talking about the other thing that leads to the other thing. Was it like that? That's what I'm thinking about.
That's definitely a fluke. If it was like that, it's definitely a fluke. I mean, I do that normally on my album.
This one does.
Yeah, like but
in this album you can read the sentences.
Because that's exactly. It's not like I'm reading table of contents. I know that when I get here, that's the way you go talk. Now here you go talk. You go continue.
Okay.
But I mean, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful, and I feel like this deserves all the support that it can get. It's a beautiful, beautiful song, and I must commend you both for doing justice to this. You have found a way to end my 2023 in a beautiful way.
That's what's up.
I don't think I'm going to listen to any other song again for
love
now.
it. Yeah, yes, just continue listening to this on repeat.
I will surely do that. Now, we're coming close to the end of the interview, but we'll start to talk about something more about your individual journeys. I know that we just gave a hint on it, but basically now Lagos knows that this is out. But let's get something back. AJEBUTTER 22. I'll start with you on this one. You've been around for a long time. What is the one thing that you feel like
Why
the
do we
industry?
start with him?
You know, it's AB now. It's alphabetical order.
I told you before.
This time.
Okay, you know what? Oh yeah, now so that make it no for cause fight.
Exactly.
Make it no cause fight. No good.
What's it?
Budge.
What's it?
Budge, let's do it. So, what's the one thing? I mean, you've talked about the good things in the industry, but make we talk true.
Okay.
Waiting me the thing where you don't see, where you don't say, with the way this industry they go, this thing is
Okay.
scatter. Talk on, talk.
I can't lie. The way marketing is going right now, I don't know.
So when you say marketing,
The way that people are thinking that they have to market the music right now, I don't know. Do you understand? And everything goes soon bust.
you might say they talk in parables.
Yeah. Without doubt, it will soon bust.
And you know the thing is that once you've been here a while, you know that a lot of things happen in cycles. You know, there's some things that I used to do to promote music back then that you don't do now. You know, there's always it always changes. Do you get? So in the future, when we're like, oh, this is what these people were doing, it will now be like really obvious and it might look really bad.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, we addressed the first thing about stream farming. We'll come like saying, I think of course we know. Like, we don't have to point fingers and name names. We know we don't have to say anything too much about that. But with the issue of now that everybody wants to quickly blow, I think I was talking about an artist recently, and the guy was on like, bro, I bet put me on. This guy released this song. This guy never blew in the first 2 days. I don't see 200,000 streams. Me wait day here, and they wonder like how it happened.
Yeah.
So what's your advice? And I think, like you said, now let's do this one. Let's switch it. We'll start from BOJ now. What's your advice to the guys that are coming up? Because consistency is one thing. You both, you all have been consistent. That's why you're here today. What's your advice?
Nobody's ready. A lot of people are not ready, especially now, seeing a lot of young guys. When young people see young guys blow up, and they think in their head that this person just came from nowhere and it just blew up. Because you don't see the grind. You don't see all the things the guy had to do first to get there. Do you understand? So all those things need to be done for it to be fully gratifying, for you to feel fully gratified. For you to enjoy. If you want to really enjoy it when you blow, you want to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Then I feel like you need to do all these things. You need to do the groundwork. You need to build your fan base. So you're not even chasing. That's what happens. Like if you decide to chase like a hit song now, when you blow, you might blow off based off. Okay, you did a song that you heard somebody's song that's big. You now want to go and do a song like that. Yeah. Based on the trend, you now do that song now. Before you know it, that trend has passed now. Next thing you're chasing the next trend.
Yeah.
So and then so it's better to now to let them know who you are from the get go and build your fan base.
I mean that's one way to put it. Now AJEBUTTER 22. Now just off the same question, you talked about chasing.
The question I asked
I'm going to bring it back to
even if I answered it.
So him talking about people chasing the hit song. How was it for you when you started? Was it not at the back of your mind that this hit song I got to put them out too?
No. I didn't even know that the last thing on my mind was making a hit song. Like I had no. I wasn't
the first person that is coming up with this type of
dead
this
serious. Like, bro, I wasn't in Nigeria. I was in Manchester when I was making Omo Pastor. My best hope for Omo Pastor, because Omo Pastor came after Sarah, which was Sarah was like was big. Yes. But my best hope for Omo Pastor was that okay, maybe like some radio guys who feel like this is like kind of like a radio song. Cause definitely I didn't think this sounded like a club song at all. Like it sounded like a club song at all. Sounded nothing like any club song that was in Nigeria at all. I was like, okay. And the reason why we released it was because it was the only song I had already. That could go out, that was like finished, that was mixed and mastered, because Studio Magic, the guy that the guy that like produced like all of my first album, is a doctor, so it was in medical school at the time. So he was studying for exams. So it was like, okay, bro, we have to release something. You just mix and match. Okay, this is the one that has been finished. We knew that the jam was a mad jam, like people would listen to it a lot. That's what we felt, but we never ever thought that it would be playing like in clubs and stuff like that.
And plus also the scale you'd have thought people would have
I remember like because the way things were then, and like even a lot of things that we're doing then were not, maybe some of them were, we just felt like this is the only way, and we just felt like it was a better way at the time. Like then we release our songs and go on Twitter and say everybody should like tweets, retweets, download, do for shared link, do all those kind of different things too.
Share.
Yes, now you know Hawk share. Hawk share. We put our song on Hawk
Sounds
share.
like an eternity ago when I think.
Bro, exactly. Tell everybody to download and retweet and all those things. That was like the energy. But people were laughing at like, oh, this person's a Twitter artist. That was like kind of like an insult then, like you're a Twitter artist. Like if you put your song on Twitter, coming out on Twitter, not coming out like on radio or something, like a Twitter artist. But when you put your song out on Twitter, they're going to hear it in Nigeria, they're going to hear it in Canada, they're going to hear it in at the same time. Do you get? And like then we couldn't necessarily carry our songs to radio station because I was not on ground. I didn't have any manager on ground, so we used to email radio station. Even how we used to get our songs to like people, email our friends, I had mailing list, just send it to everybody.
Yeah.
Do you get? But then everybody was like, yeah, you're not doing it proper way, you can't get to radio. Yeah, I can't get to radio, but if the radio by mistake should like this thing, radio in Abuja here, it's radio in so many different places here because it's digital. So I haven't forgotten what the first thing we're talking about, as in how I got here.
Yeah.
But the point is that like things are like the way we were doing things then and the scale where we thought we would get to wasn't really like, I was definitely not thinking of anything hit song or anything like
We're talking about that mood where you were, because it's almost the same thing that is happening now. I mean, everybody's looking at the fact that you can leverage social media, you can use this, you can use that. That was like the genesis of what we have now.
Yeah, that's the beginning. That's the beginning.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure it was from let's just reach as much people as possible. But now it is a proper structure.
It's now structured the P.
It's now structured the P.
Uh-huh.
And sometimes for you, don't you feel like, maybe the industry sometimes just makes it a little bit tougher for people to be able to get in, for people to be able to stay within the industry space?
So the industry is very competitive. When someone does something, once people are doing something, everybody tries to copy it and that thing will cast. True. Even like the TikToks and stuff, right? You can't compare TikTok now to TikTok in
2 years ago
in COVID times. Or just after COVID. Do you understand? So that person blew off TikTok. Boom, everybody go and do TikTok. But guy, I'm not a TikTok guy.
They change it. So they tried to change it from how it was organic to now an engineered thing.
So people are trying to find the formula for that, and that's how like the music marketing is now. I mean, it's always been like that to an extent. Like once you do something, people try to like copy it, then try to put it into a structure. Then like there's a lag, and now like I feel like so many things are just so saturated. Like the way of marketing is so saturated, especially because of the rush of Afrobeats now. So everybody just wants that next big hit song. But then this wave is going to waves will come and they will go. Just the way sounds have come and they've gone. Like they were doing Jackie Bobo at one time. They've done so many different.
I think it's crazy that now, but we can find one artist now. Yeah. Me, I can believe in the artist. Yeah?
Yes.
And tomorrow, I can drop a song with the artist, and his song will be #1. Like I know what to do to make that happen.
Yeah.
Do you get what I think?
You can before you could not tell that these were the steps that would finally take you to that particular place. Like now you can stream farm, you can do this, you can do that.
You can do this to bring guys to number.
Facts. That's true. We know that.
I know that's crazy. So
okay. All right. I think we have to pay bills.
Yes, we do. We do.
Come back.
Although yes, it's more like we're completely out of time actually.
Okay.
Out of time. Like us, of course, 3 p.m. EDC comes through, and we've had Ajebutter and BOJ in the building. Of course, where can they find your social media?
Did you enjoy this video? Hit the subscribe button for more. Leave a comment and like. Thank you.